We'll all feel better after Friday lunch.
Hello and welcome to Friday Lunch, where we showcase the best talent East Nashville has to offer. My special guest this week is none other than Nick Bearden. How are you doing, Nick?
I'm doing well.
Great to see you, man. Thanks for coming by. I've known Nick for a couple of years. He's a multi-talented fella. He plays full-time with the band Jamestown Revival, mostly bass.
Yeah, live is mostly bass. In the studio, it kind of depends on... Thankfully, we have a all-in approach of just kind of like, hey, that sounds cool, you're doing it, why don't you play it on the record? So,
nice. Communal effort.
Yes. Sometimes it's also how we get things done quicker.
Just like whoever's near it.
Whoever's
nearest
near it,
yeah. All right, my turn. I'll take one. Awesome, man. Well, we'll talk a little bit more in a bit.
Of course.
And first, let's just play a song. This is a tune I wrote with a young lady named Molly Tuttle, who just won the Grammy for Best Bluegrass Album this year. So congratulations, Molly. You deserve it. If you've never seen her play, go to the show, check out a YouTube video, take a flat-picking guitar tutorial. I promise you she plays guitar like you want to, like I want to.
Yeah.
Wish I could.
She's incredible.
But I can't.
Absolutely incredible.
So we're going to do a Korby Linker version of the song Friend and a Friend. 1, 2, 3, 4. I set out long ago. I didn't give a thought to all the rogues and robbers on the road. 'Cause if I had a chance, I knew I had to take it. And for the longest time, I spent a string of lonely nights in the back of 40 counter line. You wake up feeling low, and then you get behind the wheel and go. Yeah, some days it's wide open, some days it's dead end. Some days I feel like I'm walking on the Wild West end. I got a big dream and a worn out D18, and all I need is a friend and a friend and another friend, a friend and a friend and another friend. You never know what you're gonna get when you roll into a new town, play for people that you never met. Maybe they all know your name, maybe they don't, maybe they don't care at all. So you do the best you can, yeah. With the empty coffee cups rolling back and forth inside the van. But it all comes around when the lights go down. Yeah, some days it's wide open, some days it's a dead end. Some days I feel like I'm walking on the Wild West end. I got a big dream and a worn out D18, and all I need is a friend and a friend and another friend, 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 a friend and a friend and another friend. This is the life I've chosen. Not even I can see the cards I'm holding. And if tonight doesn't go my way, well, there's always tomorrow. Yeah, some days it's wide open, some days it's a dead end. Some days I feel like I'm walking on the Wild West end. I got a big dream and a worn out D18, and all I need is a friend and a friend and another friend, a friend and a friend and another friend, a friend and a friend and another friend, a friend and a friend and another friend. All right. Nice work, man.
Likewise.
Great. So you're on the road a lot. How many days a year do you think?
It's not as much, well, it's two things. It's not as much as it used to be, and it's not as much as it appears, but it's still kind of a lot.
Yeah.
So probably somewhere between I'll be wrong here, 50 and 100.
Yeah.
I
Do you think it's more like taking the pandemic out of it? Do you think it's more now
than it used to be?
Yeah.
It's less now, but it's by design. It's a little bit more. It used to be, well, you're already in this city, so while you're there, go to the next one that's a couple hours away. And next thing you know, you're doing that for 2 months to get yourself from like Los Angeles and back. But then it starts to become not a point of diminishing return, but it just like sustainably doesn't make that much sense.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more easy to get in for like 2 weeks and have a calculated run of just the West Coast or just the Central or the East Side stuff.
And it's sustainable, right? I mean,
Yes.
you guys can kind of like have lives outside of the band.
Yeah, that's something that's always been real important too, is like Jonathan has 2 kids, and I think there was a run where he says that he left with a beard or left without a beard and came home with one. And like one of his kids was like,
Kids don't like that.
like, hey, who's this?
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, that's too long.
Clear message.
Yeah, but it helps keep everybody's morale in a good place, and
Yeah. Keeps it fun, right?
it does keep it fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it for long enough to where it's. In fact, I was just telling somebody the other day. A lot of times it feels like a family of friends who you go like, oh, we play music together. I forgot about it. Instead of thinking of it the other way around, where it's like, I play music with these people, and I have to go hang out with them. Yeah.
Hard to get along.
Sometimes it's not about the music; it's more about the hang.
For sure, man. I mean, half the joy of all of this. Last week's guest, Justin, came by, and he mentioned that while we were setting up. He's just like, man, I love the music, but I just love the hang.
Yeah.
Too. And it's like, it's so true. There's so much more going on than just the music when you're doing this. Well, speaking of which, let's play another song. We're going to do a song that I wrote with a young man named Stolvan, and we wrote this about life on the road, and I had this experience, and the song kind of tells the story of that experience, and it's called Nothing Really Matters, and it's on my record Thousand Springs.
Take a shot.
I'll just kind of kick it in, you can,
Okay.
you know. Feels pretty good.
Nothing really matters when I'm here with you. Clouds rushing, the sky's still blue. Storm just passing through. Nothing really matters when I'm here with you. I think she used to be an angel, but someone clipped her wings. Now she hangs around the boardwalk, playing fiddle tunes for change. And I listen with seagulls fishing off the pier, watch the sunset on the ocean with her music in my ear. Yeah, nothing really matters when I'm here with you. Clouds rushing, the sky's still blue. Storm just passing through. Nothing really matters when I'm here with you. And the kids with cotton candy, and the lovers on parade, they don't bother with an old man, might toss a quarter in her case. She doesn't even notice she got a fiddle and her bow. When she takes to playing, it's like we're out here all alone. Yeah, nothing really matters when I'm here with you. Clouds rushing, the sky's still blue. Storm just passing through. Nothing really matters when I'm here with you. Nothing really matters when I'm here with you. Oh, 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 and the tide will rise, and the tide will fall. She don't know me, she don't know me at all. Oh. Nothing really matters when I'm here with you. Clouds rushing, sky still blue. Storm just passing through. Nothing really matters when I'm here with you. Nothing really matters when I'm here with you. Nothing really matters when I'm here with you.
Yeah, man.
Does that work?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it was great. You know, it felt real.
Sure.
So, Nick,
Yes.
in addition to playing on the road, you also do a fair bit of production, producing bands, singer-songwriters. What drew you to that?
I'm from a very rural area of Northern California, and so the multi-instrumentalist do a bunch of stuff stemmed from just trying to entertain myself in the woods. And so as soon as I figured out the means to record stuff by hodgepodge stuff that I bought at yard sales, tape machines and whatever, I just was hooked of figuring out how to ping pong stuff back and forth. And then when it came time to like living in Los Angeles, I've owned a studio in some way, shape, or form since college, in a way, and they've been in varying degrees of like 2-story commercial spots to basements of houses to bedrooms to, blacksmith shops and whatnot. So I'm not a solo artist.
Yeah.
So I don't tinker for myself. I tinker for other people, and I feel rewarded when I do that.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I could say as somebody who's been in your recording studio, which is called the Retro Lab, and we'll throw the Instagram handle right up there so you can go to see it. It is an extremely comfortable place to inhabit as a creative person. It's vibey AF, as they say. And once you walk into this studio, you feel like you're in another world. And I feel like that's a testament to your sort of bedside manner.
Well,
and, your,
cheers.
no, I mean, it's just it's a rave review, but it's also just sort of an accurate, I think, assessment. And it's just obvious that you really care about catering to an artist's desire to be as creative as possible by surrounding that person with things that make you feel creative.
Thank you for that. I do feel like there's so many studios that feel they're overly accurate. When you walk in the door and they
Too much accuracy.
Well, they just start. Don't get me wrong. I love a well-tuned room and something that's like acoustically just beautiful, but it's hard to feel inspired in the moment. Like,
yeah. And I'm serious about too much accuracy. I wasn't trying to be funny. It's just
I think it reflects in the music a little bit. To me, I could be reading way too much into it, but I almost feel like I can hear in a tune when things have been moved around or punched in spots instead of just like, let somebody do what they do for 3 or 4 or 5 minutes from beginning to end, whether you nail it 110% or not. Because all of the records that we listen to and admire and try to hold as these gold standards, they have anomalies all over them. I don't want to call them mistakes, but they are just artifacts and things that without them, it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we love 70s folk rock.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like anything that before Beat Detective got involved, records sound different. They feel different. Yeah, I agree. Well, speaking of, limited accuracy, I'm about to step up here and play some guitar. Let's do this song I wrote. I wrote this one by my lonesome, and it's called Mermaids. Okay, let's try her. Okay.
Look at the water, see how it catches the light. Look longer, starts playing tricks with your eyes. Mermaids, mermaids, swimming in an ocean in my mind. Mermaids, do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm a dreamer, I have a fisherman's dream. Chasing a feeling, maybe fishing an empty sea. Mermaids, mermaids, swimming in an ocean in my mind. Mermaids, something more. Something I won't ever see. Mermaids, mermaids, swimming in an ocean in my mind. Mermaids, do 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 do. Look at the water, see how it catches the light. Look longer, starts playing tricks with your eyes.
Well, before we play our last song, just a quick plug. If you like what we're doing here, I got a Patreon page, and you can join the Patreon subscribers. There's right behind Nick's pretty little head there. There's a number of 170 people are signed up for this shenanigan, and we couldn't be more grateful to all of you. Get out of wait, man! This is the commercial, and we're just having a great time doing this, and we're really grateful to you guys for tuning in. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Kyle Noctegal for running sound for this episode. We're going to play one more song, and we'll see y'all next week with special guest Danny Nichols. That's going to be an exciting show. You don't want to miss it. This last song, Friends and Strangers, is the world premiere for me. I've never played this live in front of anybody or a camera. So both things. I wrote this song with a really precociously talented young man named Jack Barksdale. Maybe some of you guys have seen Jack out there. I think he's maybe 13 now. He might be 14. Okay. I wrote this song when he was 12. We sat on my porch and we wrote this song. He said it was his first co-write ever. I was pretty nervous. Like, his dad and I are friends, and they're in town. They're from they live in Texas, and we lined this thing up. And I'm like, am I going to be able to write a song with this kid? And this is the song we wrote, and is actually, well, you judge for yourself. I like this song pretty good. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks, Nick, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, friends and strangers.
There are two kinds of people, friends and strangers. Friends stay by your side through the bad times and the dangers. But a stranger, he just walks on by. Friends and strangers, strangers and friends. If I had my way, all the strangers would be friends in the end. Where you headed, buddy, where have you been? We could talk about the weather or what you did last weekend. We could talk about anything at all. Friends and strangers, strangers and friends, yes. If I had my way, all the strangers would be friends in the end. Well, old friends, new friends, friends just the same. Well, strangers can never stay strangers. Hey buddy, what's your name? When I feel a little lonesome, when I feel a little blue, when I need a little comfort, I just think about you. 'cause a friend's a friend even when they're not around.
Yes.
Friends and strangers, strangers and friends. If I had my way, all the strangers would be friends in the end. Yes, sir. On the tag. If I had my way, all the strangers would be friends in the end. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks to Kyle. Thanks to Nick. We'll see y'all next week.
Thank you, Internet.